Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. And this is 10 scary truth about world. Number 1, the terrifying reality of climate change. This title refers to the alarming evidence that the Earth's climate is changing at an unprecedented rate due to human activity, such as burning fossil fuels and deforestation. The consequences of these actions, such as rising sea levels, more frequent natural disasters, and loss of biodiversity, are already being felt around the world and are expected to get worse unless drastic action is taken. Number 2, the hidden dangers of genetically modified foods. Genetically modified organisms, GMOs, are plants or animals that have had their DNA altered in a way that would not occur naturally. While supporters of GMOs argue that they can help feed the world's growing population and increase crop yields, others worry about their long-term effects on human health and the environment. This title suggests that there may be unknown risks associated with GMOs that have not yet been fully understood. Number 3, the dark side of social media, how it can harm mental health. Social media platforms have become an integral part of modern life, but they also have the potential to cause harm. Studies have linked excessive use of social media to a range of negative mental health outcomes, such as low self-esteem, anxiety, and depression. This title highlights the potential dangers of relying too heavily on social media, and suggests that there may be a darker side to these platforms that is not always apparent. Number 4, the shocking truth about government surveillance. Governments around the world have been increasing their surveillance capabilities in recent years, using a variety of technologies to monitor the activities of their citizens. While some argue that this is necessary for national security, others worry about the potential for abuse of power and invasion of privacy. This title suggests that there may be disturbing revelations about the extent of government surveillance that have not yet been made public. Number 5, the sinister forces behind the opioid epidemic. The opioid epidemic refers to the widespread abuse of prescription and illegal opioids, which has led to a significant increase in overdose deaths in many countries. While the root causes of the epidemic are complex, some have argued that pharmaceutical companies and other powerful interests have played a role in fueling the crisis by promoting the use of these drugs and downplaying their risks. This title suggests that there may be sinister forces at work behind the opioid epidemic. Number 6, the horror of human trafficking, a global epidemic. Human trafficking is a form of modern slavery in which people are bought, sold, and exploited for various purposes, including forced labor, sexual exploitation, and organ harvesting. It is a global problem that affects millions of people around the world, and it is often hidden in plain sight, making it difficult to combat. Number 7, the dark side of technology, how it's affecting our mental health. Technology has many benefits, but it also has some downsides, especially when it comes to our mental health. Excessive screen time, social media addiction, and online harassment are just a few examples of how technology can have negative impacts on our well-being. Number 8, the frightening reality of income inequality. A tale of two worlds. Income inequality refers to the gap between the rich and the poor, and it is a growing problem in many parts of the world. The rich are getting richer while the poor are getting poorer, leading to a divide between those who have access to opportunities and those who do not. Number 9, the terrifying consequences of overpopulation. Can we stop it? Overpopulation refers to the situation when there are too many people living in a given area, leading to resource depletion and environmental degradation. It is a pressing issue that needs to be addressed, as the world's population is expected to continue growing in the coming decades. Number 10, the horror of environmental destruction, how it's changing our world. Environmental destruction refers to the negative impacts that human activities are having on the natural world. It can include activities such as deforestation, pollution, and climate change, which can have serious consequences for the planet and its inhabitants. Here are a few examples of how environmental destruction is changing our world. Loss of biodiversity. Human activities are causing species around the world to go extinct at an alarming rate. This loss of biodiversity has wide-ranging impacts on ecosystems and the services they provide, such as pollination, pest control, and water filtration. Deforestation. Cutting down forests for agriculture, Logging and urbanization is having a major impact on the planet. Forests are vital for the health of the planet, as they absorb carbon dioxide, provide habitat for millions of species, and regulate local and global climates. Pollution. The release of harmful substances into the air, water, and soil is having a negative impact on the planet and its inhabitants. Pollution can cause health problems, harm wildlife, and damage natural systems. But before that, press like button and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching.